welcome to the next episode of the cast. And today I'm joined here by the lovely Bag of Cats. How you doing, guys?
Hi.
Great.
Yeah.
Very good.
Excited.
Good. Yeah, it's good to have you here.
It's wonderful to be here, man. Thank you very much for inviting us on.
No, it's cool. It's cool. So, how you doing?
Really good, man. We've had a busy week.
Oh
haven't
God.
we?
Yeah, we have had a busy week. It's been good. I'm exhausted, but
Yeah.
good exhausted.
So, what have you been on this weekend?
Well, we've been doing the bloody day job as
Grafting.
as the graft always continues. But it was really exciting. We just dropped our second single, Crime, which is available now on all major streaming platforms and all the good stuff. That was really special for us, man, because like it was one that like it really gets people going, right?
Yeah. I think we'd probably describe that as like crowd favorite for now. Like,
Yeah.
It's one of the heavier tracks you got on there as well.
I think it is the heaviest track, but that was like, and that was like sort of born out of like, it was like kind of like a bit of like we were going down a road, and then just in an effort to keep it fresh, we were like, well, let's do a big punk one, and people really rate it live, which is amazing, and it's getting a lot of love now on the streams and all that, so it's really exciting. And then we had a little gig to play at for the show week after party, which was really fun. We had an amazing crowd. Everyone was getting really involved into it, and played with some great bands, some other great Mid-Wales bands, and it's just nice to be doing stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, no, really good. And we were saying afterwards, like we'd not really played together or rehearsed particularly much recently. Like we've both been really, really busy, and like just to get out and like play to a crowd, and like it all went really well. Like it was just nice to have a good finish to the week. You know?
Yeah, it was like a real highlight for us. And then like, you know, because there's always like the what's the word I'm looking for? It's like you got to practice, right? You got to practice, and you got to make sure everything's tight. So but I find sometimes that it's better if you take a little time off, and then you can come at everything fresh, right? And then when you've got like a new,
there's like no pressure.
There's no pressure, yeah.
And you refresh the songs for yourself as well.
Yeah, fully.
If you're playing them constantly, you can they wash over you.
Yeah, 100%.
But if you take a bit of time to go, come out and get back into it.
Yeah, and it was like literally from like the first like jump off in the set, it was just like, this is going to be a good one. Like you kind of know like straight from the first note, or when like so like counts us in, and it's just like it's real good.
Straight in it.
Yeah, straight in, and it was a good one, and it was. Which is great, you know, because like when you get excited about your own stuff while you're playing it, then that translates
people
to the
see
performance.
It. People notice. And they respond to it. That's exactly what you want.
It is something we have had comments on, isn't it? Is that like our...
Yeah, I think we do what we're doing, and if the people like it, you know, then it goes well.
They're picking up what we're putting down, I guess, which is wonderful, because like when you're doing your own stuff, it's like it's always how are people going to take it, like and especially think because our stuff's a bit, it's not just your average indie band or your average rock.
It's unique.
It's got its own body. Yeah.
Yep. So you just dropped the single.
Yes. Second single, yeah.
How did the first one do?
The first one went incredibly well, man, and it was it really took us by surprise, didn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit crazy. Like, I don't know. I didn't expect that. I thought it would be like a quiet, you know, oh, we're just out there now. And then, like, it just sort of blew up a bit, didn't it?
It blew up a lot.
Yeah.
It blew up a lot. And it was really funny because, like, when it comes to, like, releasing your own stuff and, like, for your distributor and stuff, and you watch all these bloody videos and like reading all these like blogs and stuff, like trying to find like the best time to post and don't post here, and check the release schedule of like major artists and and so we were doing all that, and then I was like, no, we've got to drop it on Friday and and like we finished it on the Wednesday night when we get together to write and rehearse and stuff like that, and then I like got on this massive rant about like, oh, it needs to be this, it needs to be that, and then Soph being...
Yeah, I was like, can we just do it now? I don't really want to wait till Friday. Like, I'm at my laptop. It's all good to go.
Yeah.
I don't have to, like, get back in the mindset of doing it. I was like, let's just do it.
So-
like, it's our first single. Like, no one's going to look at it anyway.
And then...
People looked.
We woke up to 5,000 plays, and then that kept climbing through the day, and then, like, topped off at around 20-something thousand, and it's just... And the wonderful thing about, like, all the tech, right, is you get all the numbers and stuff. Like, we were surprised about where people were listening, and it's
yeah. Well, because the fact that it was overnight that we had that many plays.
Yeah.
I was like, who are all these people? Like, we have, like...
So where's your fan base then?
Followers.
Well,
Chicago?
It turns out Chicago. It turns out we're really big in Chicago, which is phenomenal for me, because it's like there's a wicked, like personally, there's a massive punk scene in Chicago, and like some of my favorite bands are from Chicago, and it's just like, and then I think it was LA, wasn't it, next?
Something like that.
Which is crazy, like, you know, for us.
That's the US tour on its way in.
Well, dude,
Got 2 days sorted.
here's hoping, man. I mean, like, imagine if we like, yeah, I mean, like, we're along for the ride at this point, man. Like, I mean, it's super it's so cool, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's really exciting.
And I think with Peach as well, like our first single, Peach, is that was like literally born out of stupidity, where it was like, I think I got a new effects pedal, and I was just like chugging around on my own. I was just like, oh, this is cool. Well, I'll show Soph. Like, that's and then I literally had the riff and Peach.
I don't even know where Peach came from.
Well, no,
Just
new.
Like, I think it fits. Peach.
Well, when I first like done like the original loop, like on the RC30, like, it was like, oh, this kind of sounds like Peaches and Cream by Beck.
Oh,
and then
I didn't know that.
Oh, did you not know that?
I didn't know that.
I swore I told you that.
Oh, you might have done that.
Well, and then like all that was in like my notes for it was Beck song Peach.
And there it's born.
And then it just sort of.
So is that how you normally work? Is that you write a riff to start off with, and then?
Yeah, I mean, like,
could be anything. Sometimes you do it the other way around.
And then sometimes it will be something completely different. Like, right? I mean, what's wonderful about having Soph as a writing partner is that she's so damn intuitive with, like, the I can give her like a thread of cotton, and then she's got a t-shirt ready by the end of the evening. Like, you know, it's like, it's really easy to jump back and forth. Like one our future single that's coming out now is I was on holiday in the Netherlands. We were visiting some friends out there, me and my wife, and we were at the zebra crossing, and then I remembered like something that I'd seen, like a interview with Phineas from the Billie Eilish and stuff, where they were in Australia, same thing. They were at the crossing sound. And they were just like, that's a good sound.
It's the bad guy one, right? It's like
yeah, and then you got that like clicking, and then. But the Amsterdam one is way better than the Australian one.
Okay.
So anyway, I was on holiday. I voice noted it on my phone and bounced it over, and then I think it was like literally less than 24 hours. So I'd come back and like, what did you do? You slowed it down or something, and it was.
Yeah, I pitched it.
Yeah.
I pitched it like up and down, so it's like an octave going up and down, and then it's all just the voice note. Like the voice note's what's on there.
Yeah. Is it the legit?
It's the original one.
No
yeah,
way.
I just chopped it out. It's still got some like crowd noise and stuff in it.
Nice.
Sick.
Yeah, and then I'd been playing around with like bass lines as well, going up and down with octaves. Like I wanted to do a song like that, and then I was like, oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
So,
And it was like it's a great one. That's one we're also like really excited about as well. It's just like I think as well that helps is like when you like the stuff that you're putting out, it's.
But I mean, it shows, because if you're able to write a song like that just from inspiration, you're enjoying it, and it's just coming naturally.
I think I mean like the songs are like really like just falling out of us, like, you know, which is.
Yeah, it's really good fun.
It's great fun.
Really good fun.
I mean, that's like the cornerstone, right? Is like, if we're having fun, then.
But isn't that what most music is supposed to be, though?
I think that's what music's supposed to be, right? But like, I think a lot of people maybe don't.
It's hard to get right.
It's hard to get right.
Yeah.
Like because if you want to make it as a band, or like do really well, or just even be playing shows, like it's really easy. I think especially, I don't know, we've both been in bands before, like to put loads of pressure and like try really hard. Not that we're not trying really hard.
Like there is effort.
You can easily force it, I think, and I don't think we are at all.
And I think the second it becomes like right into, we never have a brief for what the song is, and it is literally off of the initial spark of okay, let's see where this goes, and like through writing, we've made characters up, like, you know, because that's obviously that's like an easier way to frame something, maybe sometimes.
That's that's a lot of you as well. Like, you used to do the theatre stuff, all that. Like, you really like getting into that, and I'm here for it. So
that's cool as well. I mean, like it's sometimes it's easier to tell a narrative, the narrative you want to tell. Say, I think that maybe like is quite an intimidating thing with songwriting, is that like you are putting yourself out there, and if someone's hearing you sing, you're like, oh, what do people think, or are they going to like judge you on this? But if you can essentially hide behind the character of the song, then you can play up to it, right? And you can like fully embody what that, and you can fully embrace the idea that you want to
so many people have done that as well. I mean, look at Bowie. That's
exactly,
his whole career is based around that.
Exactly, so. And then creatively, then it's like the extent of your imagination, right?
Mm-hmm. I think if it's not you and it's a character as well, it makes it easier for other people to see themselves in that person's shoes, because it could be anyone. It's not you. And so that like relatable element comes back into the music as well.
100%. It's like, but we'll start with a random idea, be that 8-bar loop of like bass, like with nothing going on, or then phenomenal writer when it comes to like acoustic, and say, why are you chuckling? You're brilliant. And then we'll take something, and then it's just in the most relaxed way possible, we throw a bunch of stuff out there and then sort of cherry pick the gems.
We both of us barely ever say no to anything. If it's an idea and if we want to try something.
Do you throw away much?
No, we if anything, we shelve stuff, right?
Yeah,
like it's more like this is good, but it's not for now.
Yeah,
or like it's because
you waiting.
There's one that we put together like really quickly off, and it's called Roast Beef.
Yeah,
and the premise of it was the boring monotony of like the British week of like it's 9 to 5, 2 weeks holiday, roast beef on a Sunday. And it's like the same again, repeat. And then, but we started going in on it, and it was just like, no, we're not ready for this one yet. Like
it needs context.
It needs
context of the rest of the songs, I think.
Yeah.
So.
But we're like, I mean, our the shelves are stocked. Like you know,
Good.
It's like we're not really short of ideas, like, which is...
We don't have enough time to do them all.
Well,
Barney keeps writing new stuff and like being like, I'm really excited about this, and like, oh, let's do this. I'm like, oh, dude, I got like so many songs on my hard drive. Never finished.
I mean, but like, I suppose that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, like, it's really good.
It's great. Funny, though. But like Soph said, now it's just like there are no bad ideas from like...
Yeah.
I think we're both very respectful of where the other person's coming from, right? Like where it's just, and like we just an ungodly amount of ADHD and like bloody like just constantly keep it moving and doing it, like, which is
great though, like pulling ideas from so many like different places. And it's the same, like a lot of our songs have samples in them, and it'll either be like, I'll just record Barney like chatting complete crap before we start recording, and then that'll go in the song.
Like in our track business, like that was the first one we really like wrote together and did. But like right at the start of the track, you can hear me go, I'm out of breath from the stairs, and then like cardio. But like it's like where we practice at Soap Space is like up 3 flights of stairs,
right?
And like I was bloody knackered, like you're wearing like all big, like it was for like February time, right? So it was all like big winter coats and stuff, and then like you get all the kit up, and it's just like I'm out of breath from the stairs. I didn't even know like it was like on recording. Like,
so you was recording then?
Or yeah,
not always. Well, the thing is, I wasn't always recording. I was recording like sometimes. If I thought Barney was coming in, or like we were just sat around like, I don't know, messing with stuff, I'd record. But there was a few times where like Barney said really funny stuff and I didn't get it, or like something really stupid happened.
Yeah.
And you were like, always be recording, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, you're right. I really should have got that. That
I think
really
we do
good.
have a sample of always be recording.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a bunch of other
ABRs.
I've got to do the admin stuff.
Fun stuff.
That's tomorrow's job, actually.
Are the bloody, like the bane of our bloody existence for doing this, because it's like but yeah, end of August, Honda Jazz is coming out, and that I think that one is like a really good one for us, right? Because it's like, I think that really sums up what we're about, like what we're talking about now, about like you'll have that initial idea, and then like using characters to like frame the story, and it was. How did it come about? Because it was like we had the intro loop going for like a bit, and because that's another thing that we'll do as well is that we'll do like scratch takes where it is just me saying gibberish, like complete and total gibberish, but we've got the theme right of what we want to do, so then we'll sort of like match what we're doing up to the scratch. You can take
the energy of it initially.
It's like the rhythm of the words and stuff, and then we'll try and fit things in.
And like it's like trying to use the vocal parts as like another instrument almost, where it's sort of like we're going for sense. As like I'm a big fan of hip hop and stuff, and like rhymes and half rhymes, and like how to structure a sentence, and like something I really love doing is like bending pronunciation.
Okay.
There's like Eminem chatted about it in an interview once, where he was saying like, oh, there's nothing that rhymes with like orange.
Mm-hmm.
And that really annoys me because I can think of a bunch of things that rhyme with orange, and he's like 4-inch, door hinge, syringe.
Yeah.
And it's like,
if you change it slightly, you can
just like in pronunciation and stuff, and then you can really like put character across, right? Like, and it's
just opens the door up a little bit more, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like what we can do.
Yeah. So end of August we got Honda Jazz coming out, and then hopefully all going real well, because we're working on like I said, I've interrupted the queue again with this like new idea that we got. But that's hopefully going to be a really, really good one. And then end of September, hopefully get the EP out with like a couple ones you've heard, couple ones you haven't heard.
Nice.
And like keep it fresh, keep it moving. And then a lot of gigs to look forward. We're playing Bracken Jazz, which is going to be really fun.
Yep.
Really
Let's get back down here.
So, yeah, super excited about that one. And we're just...
So I guess just a case of checking on your socials, see what you're up to.
Yeah, and it's Bag of Cats UK, or Bag of Cats Suck, if you like, which was a...
Actually, where did Bag and Cats come from? Like, where'd you come across the name?
Right, Bag of Cats is a funny one, because like I not trained in music or anything like that, so it was a lot of like smoke on the water in the bedroom and and like trying to like teach myself basically. And no one starts good, right? Unless you're like a prophet, and so yeah, I was around like 13, 14 years old, something like that, like trying to teach myself how to play. And then like my mum would shout up the stairs going, "It sounds like a bag of cats up there." So,
okay.
And I was just like, that'd be a really good name for a band if I ever like get something going. And then
you were just like, oh, if we're doing a band, I want to call it Bag of Cats, and I was like, yeah, whatever.
yeah. I mean,
I don't know a band called Bag of Cats, so that's fun. It's good enough for me.
Yeah, and that was
story,
and that was like that, and then that was like, because that was like super early on, right? And it was like something I wanted to do was I didn't want to be messing around with like, I think like naming a project will sometimes kill a project, because like
you can go through so many.
You can go through so many, and then
you lose the whole thread of it, really.
And it was just sort of like, no, it's Bag of Cats. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Let's focus on writing and naming the tunes rather than.
I don't think we didn't really think it through particularly, but I think it suits really well how it's all come together, like with all the different elements and like how many things we're sort of pulling on from and tying in, and all different influences. Like it's organized chaos.
That is
which is what you describe a bag of cats.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I always think the band name is kind of irrelevant because the way you process things and how you do things, the way you come across how your music is, will inform what your band name is.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
It'll have that connotation there.
Well,
but yours works perfectly.
Just it sums us up and like because like the other thing as well is like it'd be really cool to have it like bag of cats like it's chantable.
Yep.
So like
definitely is.
It's a good like way of it's another promotion tool, I guess.
We've never met up without chanting bag of cats.
No, I don't think that's how we'll start a session.
We were like working the bar last week, nothing to do with music. We're both there like, bag of cats, bag of, pouring a pint, bag of cats.
And just enjoying it, like getting, like I mean, I think that's a big thing for us as well. Is it's just like, even though we're very serious about like writing the tunes and making sure that they sound professional and making sure that they're good tunes that are like inoffensive and stuff like that, we really don't take ourselves too seriously, like at all. I think like that as well informs it, like because we're just not afraid to try stuff, right? Like,
I think people respect it when you put your personality across and out there as yourself, and you're not trying to present this like professional front or anything. But like obviously you want to be professional, but like it is just us doing stuff. But
I think that's what's great about you guys, that is that personality there. You're not that you're not polished, but you can get some bands that just all they want to do is look professional.
Yeah.
And they lose all the soul.
I think it can alienate the crowd.
Yeah, it creates
like,
a divide.
You know, because I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I mean, like I think everyone who is involved in music or likes music or loves going to like venues and gigs, you want a bit of mystery with the person you go. Because like you remember like going to gigs when like you're younger and stuff, and you look at and it's just like, oh crap, these guys are amazing. They're gods, and
from a different planet kind of thing.
Yeah. But then at the same time, as I think like with like like social media being what it is now in general, it's like everything is image based now, right? And I think if you like go on the image thing too hard, it can become alienating, because it's like how much of this is genuine, how much of it isn't. I think if we're just
we're both like growing up as well, like super into like the skate scene and like BMX and stuff like that, and that's all very like home video and like kind of
DIY
hip hop related as well. At the same time of like
it's
you say, DIY,
it's punk, it's
personality,
it's do it yourself, and like I mean like so Fred's BMX and then a skateboarding, like it's I think it's hard not to have that like hardwired into your thinking, in terms of that those, even though they are sports, they're a creative outlet as much
like a
as
culture.
And the cultural movement with the music, with the art, with the actual skateboarding, BMX, and it's I think once it's in you, like so, and then you sort of apply that philosophy to everything in life, and it's really good. I mean, like something funny I heard was that like punks are good people pretending to be bad.
Yep.
And
I can see that.
I really like that. So it's like,
I wouldn't say at any point we pretend to be bad.
No, I wouldn't say for one second. But the grit and the determination, I guess, is there. Tenacity. That's a good word. That's a buzzword. And we're just really looking forward to everything that's coming, and hope like the singles are doing really well. So it's like, sky's the limit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can really see good things coming from it.
Well, that's really wonderful to hear, man. Thank you very much thank you again for having us on. And like,
it's great to have you.
It's great to be here, man.
Really cool
it's so cool.
Opportunity. We were like driving over here, and I was like, "It's like we're like real musicians.
It's like we're really
someone's going to ask us questions. People care.
And they want to know. People want to know about what we're doing.
No, it's been great having you here, guys, and thank you so much for coming on.
It's a pleasure. Fantastic.
Awesome. Excited.
We'll see what you got in store.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Cool.
I'm blaming the Yanks. I'm
invite you, bear witness. Make the point, did you miss this? I don't sink in a crisis, I just chill with my missus. Pull them out of the filth, minding all of my business. It's been a bit of a month, coming out of it cleanly. I can drag a ball through this, tears of blood on my knees. I can sing it back chorus, minding all of my business. Take away your smile. It blows. It's a big bag of balls deep under schools. It's a bag of cats down the alleyway. I can see you inside yourself. It's all fear and lies round here. But where you lie so graceful got me feeling so suspenseful. I'm caught up calling in my head. I'm burning up inside me red. I got to know the pleasure of the chemistry with you in bed.